welcome to Life at Sunny Leaf, Kathy Jarvis. And today I'm going to talk about one of the Christmas gifts that my middle son got me for Christmas. Now, if it's a Christmas gift, I guess he did it for Christmas. Alright. If you've been following me, you know that come January, I usually like to start deep cleaning the house and get it all ready for when I'm going to be outside planning and won't be in the house so much. So I've already got a head start and got the kitchen and the nook done. But one of the things, we're always looking for ways to get it done faster and get it done cheaper. And so my son got me this Bionic Sanitizer, which turns water and salt into a cleaning solution. It's supposed to kill up to 99.9% of the germs, according to what the package says. Now, I was a little skeptical, we'll get that word out yet, about this, so I did some research. And it seems like the Greeks and the Romans and the Egyptians all used salt as disinfectant on wounds and mouth sores, skin irritations, and even to cure meat. And we still use it to cure meat today. Prevents the bacteria from growing because it dehydrates it. Although the salt does not destroy the bacteria itself, it kills a lot of them just by drawing the water out of the cells of the bacteria, which then causes them to die. Of course, there are some bacteria that do live in salt, so it's not a disinfectant for everything. So you have to be careful how you use it, but it's good for routine cleanliness. A better way to use it is to mix it with water. Just mix salt and water together, and this is a saline solution. It's a natural antibacterial, and again, it's basically used for everything. The advantages of salt water is that it kills the bacteria, especially in your mouth. That's the reason that when you have a sore throat, they tell you to gargle with salt water. Or if you have a toothache, they tell you to rinse your mouth with salt water, because that helps kill the bacteria and germs that are in your mouth. But if you take this one step farther, like this does, and it electrolyzes the water in the salt. And when that happens, it turns it into a different compound entirely. It turns it into a green cleaner, disinfects, deodorizes, and sanitizes things with no toxic chemicals. According to this thing, this produces sodium. Let me look up the directions again so I get you the right word. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Sodium hypochlorite, aka bleach. It's the same thing that's in your regular household bleaches. And it should be handled as if it's bleach. You know, you don't want to spray it in your face. You don't want to use it as a hand sanitizer. Some of these claim they produce hydrochloric acid, which meets the EPA requirements for killing germs. And it's a much safer. But the only difference that I found between the two compounds is the pH. And I've even found that one says that if you make this in this thing, which is your, turns out to make sodium hydrochlorate, if you add water to that, then you'll come up with the hypochlorous acid. I haven't tried that yet. But this is good for almost everything it says on non-porous surfaces. And you don't have to rinse it if you don't want to. And it might leave some salt left over, but so will your bleach. Your bleach has got this on it plus salt. So this is basically how it works. It's very simple. It comes with this little measuring spoon. And all you do is fill that with salt. Put the salt into the container. There's a little, it says 300 milliliters. You add water And this is just regular tap water. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just kind of lukewarm. We have to add more. Then you put the lid on it, screw it down tight this time, because you're going to shake this up until your salt has dissolved. And that's the reason I kind of use warm water and not real cold water, because it seems like the salt dissolves a little bit faster in the warmer water. Okay, once you have your salt dissolved, there's a little silicone thing here. You pop that out, and that shows you where you plug in. Now, before you plug it in, unscrew it, because if you leave it screwed on, it will build up pressure inside, and it could explode. So you just plug that in. When you plug it in here. You hear a beep, and then there's a light here, a button here. Push that, and you'll notice that the blue light comes on. Now that will be blue for about 3 minutes. You can see it bubbling inside. That's where it's working. It takes 8 minutes for it to work. Okay, after the 8 minutes, the light will go off and your solution is ready to use. So just unplug it, put the little silicone plug back in so no water gets into the, and you're ready to use. Now, I'm not a chemist or anything like that, so I'm not for sure how this really works, and I probably butchered the names of the compounds to death, so I'll put those, I'll subtitle those in so you know what I'm actually talking about. I do know that this does not have any odor. It's not like bleach, which has a high odor. This has no odor whatsoever. I've used it on my drains, I've used it on my counters, and it kills the mildew. It takes the dirt off. It does a really good job, and I don't have to rinse it if I don't want to. And I've used it on the faucets and stuff, and everything. You know, I've given it a good test. Now the only thing is that you have to use this up quickly. That's the reason you won't find it on the shelves, because this, as it sets, especially sunlight, as it sets in sunlight, it turns back into plain water basically. So you have to use this. You can't just make it and store it for a week and use it. You fix it, you do what you want to do, and then you get rid of what's left over. And I find it's great. I use it before I cook. I'll spray everything down and wipe it off, and what solution's left is still good after you cook, so you can spray everything again when you're cleaning up, and that usually takes care of the whole bottle. So I'm using this about once a day, and it's good for cleaning bathrooms. You can clean your bathroom sinks and vanities. It's good for kids' toys. You can clean those. And like I said, I really like it. It's done a good job. So if you're in the market for some homemade disinfect, just using salt and water, I recommend you buy this. So, hope you've learned something. Give it a thumbs up, and it always helps. It tells the YouTube people that you like the content, and also subscribe to the channel if you would. That helps me out a lot. You know, we need that ego booster, you know. Wow, I got another subscriber. I really would like that. Give me a comment below if you've tried this, or if you have something that you like even better. But I'm really pleased with this so far. So like I said, give it a thumbs up, hit the bell icon, that way you'll know when I'm on next. And remember to dream big and follow that dream. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.